Tennessee head football coach Jeremy Pruitt. Jeremy, thanks for being with us this morning. We appreciate your time. Just as the kids are beginning to come back, what sort of conversations are you having with so many of your players as they're sort of watching the world change around them right now?
You know, our guys started coming in last week, and we started testing them on Wednesday, and on Thursday night we had a team meeting and really discussed, you know, what was going on. We had previously done one on Zoom the week before on a Friday, but it's not the same when you're in a room. So it was a very powerful meeting for our team and the players on our team. And I'm going to tell you, there was a lot of angry young men in there. There was a lot of guys that had a lot of built-up rage and frustration, and we felt like it was the time and place to give our guys a floor to express how they were feeling and to share with the other guys on the team. And I felt like it was a great opportunity for those guys and for us moving forward as a program.
And Coach, I guess moving forward, we've seen so many places commit. Was there anything going forward that players said they wanted to do or accomplish or start to direct their efforts towards in that area, or was this just a general conversation for people to kind of understand each other better?
Well, to me, the big thing is, and talking with our guys is, you know, a lot of people can put things out on social media. A lot of people can say things, but it's how we act upon them. It's our actions. And, you know, we're creating a really kind of a cultural committee within our program that's going to be led by T. Martin. And so we can continue to act upon it as a program and really as a university.
Talking to Jeremy Pruitt, a Tennessee head football coach. And then there was obviously that side, which is a huge issue to talk about. And then the other side is, oh, by the way, there's a pandemic going on and players being tested, people being tested all over the world. And we've already seen, Coach, in other colleges, student athletes testing positive. So can you go down that, explain that a little bit, your testing program and how that's gone, and if you had any positive tests, how that's all being dealt with?
We brought in 72 guys last Wednesday, and of course we done the COVID test and the antibody test, and we brought in 19 other guys on Saturday, and they'll be over the next 10 to 14 days. There'll be probably 10 to 20 more guys come in. So we've not had any positives within our student athletes. We did have one graduate assistant that did test positive, and he's been quarantined for 14 days. So, you know, that's been a positive for us. Our guys started back to work voluntarily yesterday, and they'll continue to push forward.
Jeremy Pruitt, Tennessee head football coach, with us, and obviously coached the Vols, finished the season very strong, 6-0 down the stretch, a lot of positive momentum going into this season. Yet, of course, the pandemic breaks out, and we have to deal with that, and obviously the social unrest in the country over the killing of George Floyd. With all that as a backdrop, how different is this college football season going to be for you in the way you handle the players and what they're feeling?
Well, one thing that we do at Tennessee is everybody on our team has a voice. You know, it's kind of one of those deals to, you know, when we were all growing up, you done what the teacher said, you done what the coach said, and that was it. And there's probably a lot of times, whether it was on the field or off the field, you're probably sitting there saying, I wonder why we're doing it this way. Well, we have a culture in our program to where we want to ask the why. We want our players to know what to do, how to do it, and why it's important to do it that way on the field and off the field. And, you know, so we have a really within our program, there's a lot of communication that goes on, and you know, it's been very positive, you know, and it will continue to be that way. We have a lot of really good leaders within our program, whether it's coaches, mentors, for player development, our players in itself. So we're excited about getting all of our guys together, and we're excited about the platform that we have at Tennessee to create change within our university, within our city, and within our conference. And we're excited about the football season itself.
Coach, I'm curious, you mentioned all that as a backdrop, asking the why. And so I'll ask you that. And you surprised your players at a march that a bunch of the players on your team had gone to and some actually spoke at. Why was it important for you to be out there with the guys that you coach?
Well, the march, I didn't tell the guys I was coming. The march itself was really against police brutality. And, over the last 3 months, or really you could go over the last 25 years, I mean, there's been certain circumstances that that's obviously taken place. And the instance with George Floyd was, that's what it was. So it's something that I'm absolutely against. I have lots of friends throughout college football, guys that I played with, I coached with, and we've had lots of conversations over the last several weeks. And when you're sitting there talking to your colleagues, and they're very concerned about letting their children drive at night because of circumstances that are going on in our country, when you're sitting here and you have a team full of players that, on any given night, you're concerned about things that could possibly happen to them. It's something that we need to change, and it needs to be addressed within our country.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.